Hmm. Social media is known for body shaming individuals by humiliating, criticizing, and insulting people about their weight, height, skin color, and other factors related to their physical appearance. As reported by the US News, our society pressures individuals to look a certain way in order to be accepted. But how much is enough? Think about it. Society does not understand how fragile people are, and that the more you criticize and judge a person by their looks, the more they become fixated not on nothing but their looks, which can cause that person to develop low self-esteem, eating disorders, suffer from depression and body dysmorphia, or even commit suicide. It's a very thin line difference between giving advice and humiliating a person. For example, calling someone fat, ugly, or saying that they're too skinny or too dark are words that should not be used to describe a person. It's important for people to be aware of the society trends, body dysmorphia, and the different types of eating disorders. So, y'all mentioned that the physical features of other people, particularly their sex, race, age, and physical attractionness, are very solid, and we often focus our attention on these dimensions. Different people living in different regions have expectations for what men and women should look like. For example, countries in East Asia expect people living there to be thin, skinny, beautiful, and flat, while in the United States, people are expected to have curvy figures. Celebrities are expected to have big boobs and breasts and butt and have an hourly glass figure. Western cultures believe thin is in and would prefer people to have less excess fat, while women are expected to be thin because that's what society wants, what society finds attractive at the moment. Therefore, the desire to maintain a low body weight can cause problems such as having low self esteem, eating disorder, or body dysmorphia. Let me elaborate more on what body dysmorphia is. It's a type of mental illness in which people become fixated on their minor or major flaws in their physical appearance. These flaws can make that individual feel uncomfortable in their own skin, ashamed of their appearance, and anxious to fix it. People that suffer from body dysmorphia or disorder are individuals that are obsessed with their body image, weight, or physical appearance. Some noticeable symptoms can be someone that's constantly comparing their appearance with others, having perfectionist tendencies, or constantly being obsessed with their physical features, or changing or engaging behaviors to fix or hide their flaws in their appearance. For example, if you take a picture and post it online, I'm sure a lot of people will comment, and not all those comments will be things that you like. They may say that you're too fat or you have many wrinkles, and those flaws that they point out may cause you to want to change those by having surgery or applying more makeup or hiding those features. Body dysmorphia disorder can cause people to fixate with their face, complexion, wrinkles, blemishes, hair, skin, veins, breast size, or muscles. For instance, if an individual tries to fix the way he looks and it ends up going wrong, that there's a higher chance that that person will not be able to live with their imperfections of their physical appearance and may consider committing suicide. An eating disorder is also a type of mental illness where people experience severe disturbances in their eating behaviors, which are associated with their emotions and thoughts. There are technically three eating disorders, different types of them, but we're only going to talk about two. People who have an eating disorder can be triggered by their body weight, body image in a mirror, or physical appearance. The types of eating disorders are binge eating and anorexia. People that are told they're too skinny are basically individuals that are seen or to be portrayed as anorexic. Anorexic is when a person has hallucinations and believes that they're overweight when in reality they're underweight. Individuals that have anorexia may weigh themselves every day or limit or have restrictions on what they can eat, and they may consider throwing up or vomiting the stuff that they ate in order to lose weight and keep the weight that they have. This is a serious mental illness that cause people to die due to starvation and suicide. The symptoms are easy to recognize because it's someone that's extremely skinny, limits their food, has low blood pressure, may have dry or yellow skin, brittle hair, nails, or show signs that their body is physically weak. Another type of eating is binge eating, which is when a person kind of loses control on the amount of food that they eat, and someone that's hungry every hour or eats every hour and can't really control or limit the amount of food that they take in. Furthermore, eating disorder and body dysmorphia disorder can be treated with simply some cognitive therapy and dialectical behavior therapy. But if you live this untreated, then the symptoms may get worse and lead to the person actually having to develop severe anxiety, depression. You may have expensive medical bills from their surgeries or suicidal thinking or suicide. They started to do group therapies for people that have the same disorders, which allows a person to realize that they're not alone and hear other people experience what they have and be able to relate and connect with it. Lastly, celebrities are body shamed every time they post a picture. They're called out for not being perfected or not being in shape and then forced to undergo surgeries and able to approve their parents, get approval and acceptance from their fans. One example is the Kardashians. All of them had surgery, whether it was the nose, body, face, boobs, but pretty much their whole body. But that's the price they thought they had to pay and able to be famous and attract more fans. Furthermore, comparing your bodies to celebrities is extremely dangerous because many teenagers and adults look up to certain celebrities and praise them based on their ideal body figure. Gordon mentions that people often project their own self-loathing on their celebrities, and they may think if she can't be thin with a chef and a personal trainer, then how do you expect me to be thin? There are many causes for body dysmorphia disorders, such as it being passed down in genes, abnormalities in the brain structure, environmental factors, and social factors. I find social media to be a huge social factor that causes media to attack people's history, physical appearance, flaws, and anything that's announced or shown in public. I want you to think about this and think hard. A judgmental person can criticize someone's physical appearance because they are simply jealous that that person is able to be happy and accept their appearance and the way they look, whereas that judgmental person has not been able to yet. To conclude, nobody is perfect and everyone has flaws in their appearance. Therefore, judging and criticizing someone else for the way that they look is hypocritical because that person is not perfect either. Thank you.